Hello YouTube, Robin Hood Bricks here, and can you guess what time it is? Oh yeah, it's brick hall o'clock alright! With a lovely great big package from bricklink.com. Oh sorry Robin. Now the name of this package on my list is Space Police because it was about buying some very important stickered pieces to complete a set. But the story really begins with being let down by a Frenchman. Essentially, before committing to sort of piecing together a set, I wanted to check that everything was actually physically available. And the sticker sheet was, well, non-existent, except for in one French store. So I went ahead and ordered it, and then, well, they never sent it. So I'd already committed to buying loads of other pieces. So now I've got all the pieces, and, well, a couple of the stickered pieces, but not any for the roof, for the front here, the windscreen in yellow, and this crane over here. So, I was a bit distraught. And then, fortunately, this vendor came along and had all of those pieces in their Bricklink store. And, well, that is incredibly rare, especially the windscreen piece. They just aren't available. I think because they're yellow trans clear, I think they've been used for everything from Blacktron to, classic space builds and everything else since. So essentially when I saw that, I thought, I must buy immediately. So those are the pieces that I'm most looking forward to. But as always, I filled my boots with as many pieces for as many different projects as I could. And I must have done quite well because I've got that much goodies. Right, let's check that's empty. Yep. Oh, wonderful. So we're definitely looking out for some high quality stickered parts to finish off this, which I just kind of thought was very pretty Space Police set, the sort of almost a tow truck type thing with all of these bits and spikes and all the rest of it. Oh, I've lost something somewhere. Where did that go? But essentially I thought this could be flying around the skies of my Ninjago city when I finally get to it. It's one of the bigger things, planning on having lots of sort of smaller craft flying in the skies, essentially in kind of air-based roadways. Kind of like in Star Wars and planets like Coruscant and stuff like that, where everything's sort of flying in midair, because there never seem to be any roads in Ninjago. So I don't know if that's actually correct, having never watched the program at all, but you'll have to tell me in the comments section. How do they get around in Ninjago? Just by foot? Right, so we've got a massive mess, but here is one of those pieces, and let's check it out. Okay, it's not brilliantly placed, but I can fix that. Not even sure it's the right way up, but I can fix that as well. So absolutely no problem there. Yeah, I'll just move that using my patented hot tea technique. Brilliant. So that's good. That's a good indication for the others, I think. So very happy with that. Oh, look, there's the windscreen. Yeah. Oh, not even scratched. Really? And I was, hoping it would definitely be the right one, but that is. We can see that over here. And it looks a lot better with yellow than this dark colour, because it's just too dark, if you ask me. So that's great as well. So I'm a happy camper so far. That looks like it might come from this set, but doesn't. I'll come back to that. Here we go. Here's part number 3. That damage on the bottom is part of the sticker, because it's been around this tow truck. So that is great. What else did I say? Oh, the crane piece. Is that in here? No, we'll have to look for that in the next bag. Cool. So that is a good start already. I've got this one from a city set that I'm not intending to piece together, which is the absolutely huge dump truck with LCB written on. I kind of got it for the LCB sticker, really, thinking that could just be stuck on any old green piece. So that's good. We've also got 2 from the Super Secret Police. And they're from 70808, the Super Cycle Chase from 2014. You could probably all remember that by now, having bought it so many times. And I just like to keep a kind of a store of these pieces so I can always cannibalize them for any SSP builds I want to do. Because there's not a week that goes by without somebody suggesting that I do a Super Secret Police train or a Super Secret Police submarine, or, well, you name it. Basically every single bit of transport or military equipment or anything else you can conceive of, everyone wants an SSP version. So there we go. So they're good for the reserve. Right, so this piece actually came from 8140 Tow Trasher, which is another tow truck, but kind of a small Power Racers one from 2007. And this was bought so I could do kind of my own equivalent of this sort of set, but a mock build, because it looks like it really should go on it. It's something similar size but completely different. Last haul, I think I said that I was getting my final pieces for Operation Old Grey, but clearly not, because there's a few more here. I have since doing this order stopped buying them, you'll be glad to hear. So whatever I've got now is what I'll have to work with. I've got quite a few of these pieces in metallic silver, and they're all the same way, which you might think, oh, hold on, that's not going to work very well, because don't you need them in pairs for a build? Well, no, because what I'm trying to do is copy just one small element of the Volcano base, the Agent set 8637 from 2008, where they're kind of part of the sort of blast doors on the Volcano base. And they basically go together like teeth, kind of like that. Now that door opens out like, your normal door going from side to side. And they kind of lock in like that. But I think it'd be much better having them kind of sliding in and meeting like teeth in a mouth, and then it'll look very spiky when it's in the open position. So I want loads of these to have sort of one row of teeth there, one row of teeth there, that then slide together to close. And I was thinking that might be part of my space tower. You could also technically do it a vertical one, so it was like a mouth, couldn't you, with teeth? But I think more doors open horizontally, don't they? So that is the idea there. So I've got 2, 4, 5, and there's a 6th one, I believe, on the order buried. Oh, there it is, in all of this. So that is good. That's a start, because that will get me, 12 studs high. So that's probably enough, actually. Yeah, sounds about right. I've got some sticker tiles here. Now this is a number 4 on a kind of dark turquoise background, and I wanted any number basically on a dark turquoise piece, because on my race scene I've got a few race cars, but the one that came in the recent not tow truck, got that on my mind now, on the recent car transporter set, didn't have numbers on it. And it doesn't make much sense if it's in a race with loads of other cars with numbers on. So I kind of wanted just to stick a turquoise number on that vehicle. And again, I'll move it using my patented hot tea technique. Yes, we're getting through all the sound effects today. So there is a nice number 4. Got loads of tread plate stickers, as if I was running low, but my extended station, when we ultimately get to it, will probably need, twice the number it has now. So we'll need a lot more of these. So we've got probably more sticker pieces. Wow, that one is mauled. Anyway, right, so that one, number 6, is the purple equivalent of this 4, and I thought I'd just get it because, quite frankly, it was about a couple of pennies, and it was on a black tile, which is worth more than that with it taken off. Those two came from 8257 Cyber Strikers from 1998, which are weird kind of Technic kind of punching machines. I don't know how you fight with those, but anyway, they're very odd, but they're quite cool. So this, I didn't need the sticker so much as the tile underneath, so that's kind of good that one's the thing that's broken or destroyed, because I'd have hated it if it was one of these. So yeah, I'm not actually that bothered about that. Now this one is another turquoise number, and I thought I'd get both in case one was damaged. It's probably in slightly worse condition. It might clean up. It's got a bit of colour sort of removed from the back bottom corner there, rather. So I thought I've got 2 to sort of hedge my bets, really, because that 4 doesn't look massively 4-y to me. That 2 looks a lot more 2-y, but then maybe I'll have a 24 or a 42, and maybe I could trim off that front corner and make the numbers a little bit closer, kind of do a diagonal cut like that, and then have it kind of saying 42. So that might work really well with these black lines sort of suggesting a bit of motion, if you ask me. So it must have been part of the same Technic line, this number 2, because it came from a different set, being 8202, the Bungee Chopper from 1998, which isn't someone who sabotages bridge jumps, that sort of bungee chopper, but more of a sort of elastic-powered trike, which looks interesting. You'd imagine it would have a little bit of power stored in that bungee cord, but not that much. But I could well be wrong, and it absolutely flies along. Who knows? One little thing I think I've got in this order is all the red tiles I ordered absolutely ages ago to complete my subscriber counter, which always looks a bit stupid because it's missing a few vital tiles to look good. Here's another stickered part. This is from the 70704 Vermin Vaporizer from 2013. And, well, I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but it's got a screen with a kind of a minifigure in a cocoon. And I think I've got those cocoons actually, the sort of alien pod type thing. So essentially, wherever that goes, this can go. And it says body scanner on the top. We've got a heartbeat and stuff. So yeah, I could use that really in anything, really. A military thing, or maybe at the hospital right next to our, what's it called? The big scanner we've got there, MRI. So that's really good as well. A few pieces for our ultimate beach scene with the medium blue and the blue, which will go next to each other. Comme ça. These are just cheap pieces to go under these rail crossings because they're a few pennies each. I think I've overbought these. I think I got these in my last haul, didn't I? I knew I needed some and I must have forgotten because now I've got another sort of 5 or 6 and that's about how many I needed. Oh, look, there's another SSP piece. Didn't remember ordering that one. We've got some more here. Oh, another 2 and another 4. Oh, good. Well, we can cherry pick or even have number 22 or 44 or 422. I won't do every combination, but you get the idea. Yeah, more red tiles. I think some of these are for my red bridge. Because I think I need it to be slightly longer. So in between those massive red Duplo pieces, I think I'm just going to have a tiny sort of flat bit. So instead of being boing, 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 it will be boing, 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 like that. So that's good. I can't remember all these inverted slopes, what they were for in grey. Maybe they were just to stock up after running out. So that is good. Only one more bag, but it's absolutely massive, so I might sort of tip it out to my left and sort of bring it in piecemeal. Oh, I can see loads of interesting parts and quite a few normal ones as well, just to stock up on supplies. Crikey. Oh, I think I've stopped those flying everywhere. Good. Wow, look at that. A huge axe head. I didn't know why I wanted this really. It was just huge and silly, and I thought maybe I could incorporate it into a castle build. And it usually came on a sort of big figs, but it did also come on one minifig scale build, the 8822 Gargoyle Bridge from 2006, where it's kind of a very horrible sort of gate defense weapon that swings down and smashes people in the back of the head when they try and gain entry. So yeah, I used 2 of them in there, but I've only got 1. So yeah, I don't entirely know, but I mean, you could almost use it like that as a great big chopper. It's almost like one of those things you chop herbs with, isn't it? If you've got a fancy kitchen. Right, there you go. Another really interesting piece are these feet. Now, I think I saw another foot ages ago and bought it, and I thought it might be quite funny to make either a sort of a abominable snowman sort of a Yeti type character, or just a hint of one in an ice cave, you know, and the ice cave's cut off there and you can just see the feet. You might think, crikey, what's the size of that thing in there? And this is absolutely ages ago, like at least 100 hauls ago. Somebody said, oh, well, there's even better feet than the ones you've got on this set. And this is from 8321, Nepal and Schimmel from 2002. Yeah, me either. A Galador set. And I assume that Schimmel, maybe as the second name, is the steed there. So this is 2 of his 4 legs. Bit of a bad picture as well. So I don't think I'm going to build a big hairy monster with them, which is only why I bought 2. But, you know, you can just imagine if I ever did my Arctic scene, you just do a cave with that sticking out the bottom. I think it'd be really cool and funny. So that's why I got those, and they weren't expensive. The pieces for the back of my scene are these. Lovely sort of, what are they? These are technically lerp pieces rather than burp pieces, so I shouldn't be able to use a burp sound effect. These are in 2 sets, and they've got slightly different colouring. I think this is the aqua version. That only came in the Belleville set 5961, Snow Queen from 2005, a fairy tale set. I mean, it's an awful line, Belleville, but it's a great source of novel parts. I mean, they've just got loads of different prints or shapes that we're, very thankful for now. So this is either for ice, I think, where you just got a hint of blue in the white, or it could be for an iceberg, where, you've got a slightly different colour near the water. And people have already mentioned, as I've done before, having things breaching the sort of sea level. If that's the surface, you could have some above and some below the surface. Though whether a full iceberg has made it all the way down to Nottingham is a real question. without melting fully. It could have been massive, I suppose. It isn't helped by the fact that Nottingham, real life, is inland, but Brick Nottingham isn't, so yeah, technically it could work. And who knows, if it did do that, then maybe you'd have a colony of penguins sort of marooned on it. Oh, hold on, then it'd have to come from the south, wouldn't it? From the Antarctic. So it's even less likely. So it should have a polar bear on it, like the one I was sent in a long time ago. It's still in the wings, I just haven't used it. Cool. Some olive green, which was probably for the marina that we've since built. But yeah, I'm sure I'll need some more sort of edging for other areas of that. A couple of plates as well. Nice torso for my castle scene. I like to have 3 of virtually every type. And this one is for the, I think they were called the Royal Knights with this lion on. So that's nice. That came in 6046, Hemlock Stronghold from 1996, amongst others. A dark forest set is probably worth an absolute fortune. And that's even got my swinging forestman in it. This fella over here with his sort of vine swinging around his big shiny sword, probably making Tarzan noises if he's got any sense. Then I've got this flag to augment any gravity games scene. I'm not sure if the logo's supposed to be that way or that way, sort of the Extreme Island stunts type setup. So that is very nice indeed. I like that. That came from the 6736 Beach Lookout from 2002, where they use it as a ramp for a jet ski to do a jump. So I suppose I could do the same, actually. And I've got a few jet skis now, so that won't be too bad. Silver cup. Another ramp piece. Oh, yeah, this should be very familiar to everyone. Yeah, we've done this a million times before, haven't we? We've probably shown all of the 3 sets that it comes from, so which one's turn is it this time? 6552, Rocky River Retreat from 1993. That's one of them, where you've got 2 of these making a retreat roof, but I used them for my boat slipway, and I'll be using them for my castle approach. So that's good. And a similar piece, but different, I believe, yeah. And that sticker looks okay as well, is the Brick Street Custom sign. Now, if I'm going to use that, I might move the sticker, yes, using my patented hot tea technique, the other way up, so it sort of has a better angle for the sign. I might even put it on a black one of these, actually, if I've got a spare one, and use the grey one for a crossing, because I need them for that, and then I've got 2 bangs for my buck. But it's a very nice piece, isn't it? Yeah, that came from 8681, the Tuner Garage from 2006. Another tiny turbo set caked in lovely stickers. I think my favourite part of that set is the roof with the hot rod on it. I think it's almost worth copying, apart from couldn't use that one because the scales were wrong for minifigures. I suppose unless it was a model one, then you could use it, couldn't you? But that is a very good quality sticker. So if ever I do a custom shop or a garage of that sort, then that looks like a really good one. Or it could just be an advert somewhere, couldn't it? So that is a very nice piece. I like that. Haven't had that before. Pink drawers. No, not that type of drawers. The type that go into a chest of drawers. Yeah, I don't know why I got those. They must have been crazy cheap. We've got an absolute ton of windows. Window frames, to be more precise. In dark grey. I'm doing more facades, so that'll be for them. Got a lot of red plate. Oh, vital. There is was that the final piece I needed? I think that is the final piece I needed, and that's all right as well. Now, my criticism of this is, whoop, it's not on the other side. So technically, I'm in the market for another one of these, because it only really works, if you're looking at it in one direction. The vehicle should be able to go both ways. But anyway, at least I've got it, and it looks pretty nice. So that is the final part of the 5982 smash and grab from 2010 of the Space Police 3. Lovely, lovely. So finally my plan did work to get it on the cheap, because if you try and buy that all in one place, because I could have done that, couldn't I? I could have just bought the whole set from eBay or something. It would have cost me more. So my plan did work with no help from Frenchmen. Orange crab, slightly less common, so I'll buy them when I see them. Then I'm probably just going to start sifting through all of this stuff with very common parts. I've got a lot of these red 1x2x5s because I will be extending the facade that uses these panels. Because somebody sent in a couple. So I think there's a couple in this order, he says, raking around looking for another one. Or maybe there's only one. Oh no, there we go. 2 more. So there's 3 here. And I think I've got another order on the way with loads more. So I've decided, instead of having a tower that's like that, very, very skinny, I'm going to do it 2 wide, slightly apart, so they're different apartments. Yeah, so it'll be still very, well, as tall as it is now, but twice as wide, effectively. So that's a quick way to a bigger facade building. These aren't very expensive at all because, well, I guess they aren't very popular, but they work quite well because the repeating pattern is only really the frame itself, and that would be common throughout the entire height, wouldn't it? So that's from set 10671, Fire Emergency from 2014. So that's good to have as well. Put those over there. Frames in brown, don't remember that. Oh, there's another slope. Oh, and it's the other half of that roof from the Rocky River Retreat. So probably got enough of those. Oh, and there's, oh, I must have got 2 of those in case one was bad. Well, I can use the slopes underneath, as I said. So yeah, I've got 2 of those. That's strange. It's almost disappointing when they're both in great condition because, you know, I bought them on the basis that one would probably be better than the other, much like those sort of numbered tiles. We got more skate brand pieces. It's almost like I'm planning to build a skate park or something. These ones say Gravity Games on them, and we've got the 1x16 and the 1x8, of course, and they look pretty perfect as well. I think I'll be trying to move some of those as well. I'm not going to say how because we've done that now. Now, they came from the set 3537 Skateboard Vert Challenge from 2003, where I think the longer one is used as kind of a rail ride, sort of slope down, and this is part of the decor. But either way, I just like the fact that we've got the repeating kind of Lego brands, which I always like to see in my city. That corner probably just needs cutting off a tiny bit because there's a bit of damage on that. And they're harder to move, that one, than these ones because of the clear backing. So they will show up more when you move them. So you just have to heat them a lot more to get a really good new look. So yeah, check out my guide on how to fix and improve and move Lego stickers if you're interested in that. Then we've got 4 of these kind of wing pieces. He says, finding 3. No, there's the 4th. There we go. With all sorts of different stickers on. Now, these came from lots of different Ninjago Skybound sets, including 70600, the Ninja Bike Chase, and 70602 from Jay's Elemental Dragon, both from 2016, with a sort of flying suit and a cool shooty little flyer thing. But I got these, well, of any description really. It helps that they've got stickers on because that makes it a bit more fun. But what I'm going to use them for is kind of rebuilding the flyer from 70594, the Lighthouse Siege, which I think looks really cool. And I think that one, with its sort of 4 wings all pointing in pointy different directions and with a big gun on the front, will fit well in a scene with things like my Space Police. So that is my plan for those. Obviously way, way into the future. I haven't yet stopped buying these, but I think I will now. Essentially, this is the, well, I thought a backpack part for my foot soldiers, the robots in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It came in 10669 Turtle Lair from 2014, and I thought this would be a very good backpack on one of those neck brace things that goes on a minifigure to represent, well, either part of its workings or, I don't know, a parachute or goodness knows what else, some sort of equipment. But I tried it on one and it looks really lumpy. I mean, it really sticks out from the back and looks a bit odd. So I thought I might use them as shields, and they're a bit big and clunky for that as well. So I don't know, I might have to just use them as wall art now, but I've probably got enough therefore and don't need one for every single one of my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle foot soldiers. Then we've got this, which you've seen before several times, but I need just one more for all of my You Are Here maps, with that wonderful You Are Here tile that came with that Galaxy Milky Way set. But this is from 7743 Police Truck from 2008, which is one of those openable police HQs. So that's good. That definitely needs moving. Go on, we'll do it one more time with my patented hot tea technique. Yeah, it's about the most bedoingy video we've had for a while. This which I think as well I might move, just sort of flip it round so it's sort of presenting more up to us, the viewer, than down to the street level. But Carl's Cargo, one I've got a few times. I've been looking for a blue truck to stick these on, and I need more than one if I'm going to do that, because I probably want one on each side and probably one on the bonnet and one on the roof and goodness knows what else. That came from 8198, Ramp Crash, another tiny turbo set from 2010 with loads of lovely stickers as well. Whoever was designing the stickers in those days was an absolute legend, if you ask me. So that's that. More frames. Oh, another Gravity Games one. Put that on there. Some arches. Don't even remember that. Maybe they were super cheap and I'd use them for structure. Loads and loads of these red 1x2x5s. Oh, here's some more stickered interesting pieces. I've been collecting these for quite a while, as you probably know. Not for the gear, but for the TV 6 Plus things, because I kind of want to have them all behind a newsreader, lots and lots and lots of them, like a repeating logo or something like that. Anyway, they came with the 60145 buggy from 2017 and always seem to be available. I've got quite a bag of them so far. So yeah, it's good having loads and loads of things. I mean, you remember when I did all the race track edging with repeating stickers? I mean, it looks really good if you ask me. So it's well worth putting the effort in to get all of that when you see them, because no one's got more than a couple. But if you buy 2 every time you go somewhere, soon you get a load. So I'm going to need a load and load. I think I've got another order coming with a load more of these of castle panels. The entire approach up to my castle, before it just sort of went round the corner into the wall, well, the new one is going to be very intricate and, well, armoured, basically. Loads of castle walls, loads of these pieces here for the ramps, and it's going to be miles bigger, and it'll link the castle right up with the old town. So that's my plan. It's going to be quite a big project. In fact, it's going to be a massive project. It's going to be bigger than the castle by the time it's finished, I think. So I need a load of pieces for structure. I need a load of pieces for rock faces, which might be why these have come in. I need some things for garages and stuff underneath it, because there'll be loads of spaces underneath it at roadside, and all sorts of other stuff. And then I've got started collecting a lot of cheese wedge pieces in clear and translight blue for waves. That's for the under the sea, because it's in medium blue, so it kind of fluoresces. So I always just get the medium blue one when I see it, the sort of flower piece in a way. What else we got here? That's all standard pieces. Oh, that's interesting. We've got a little hexagonal glittery hologrammy type piece, which is lovely, isn't it? That came on just one set, I think, and kind of a parts pack. But the 6463 Lunar Rover from 1999. That's the one with a really cool gold geodesic dome on the back as well, which is very cool. I've got one of those on a satellite. Now this one looks like it needs to be moved as well, because somebody hasn't put it on straight. They put it on, 1 degree round from where it should be, technically. But maybe if I put it on a satellite or something, which is what I was thinking of doing, then it won't be so much of a problem. And that is about that. I've got an absolute raft of sort of modified 1x4 bricks and grey corner bricks and 1x2x2 bricks in light grey ad nauseum over there, and an absolute ton of these ones that I mentioned already to do all of the sides of this, but not just for those 3, the 2 that were sent in, plus about another 8 or something. So that is filling up most of this space. Oh, there's another sticker piece. Octane 1x2x2, probably was really cheap. Could use it around the race scene. That one comes from the 3180 tanker truck from 2010, which I haven't got because I've got the shorter one. That's the sort of really long sort of 3 sections of tank on the back, where I've got the shorter 2 without the articulated joint in the middle. And well, it's tempting to get both because the colours on those tank trucks are absolutely beautiful, aren't they? I just love that green base to the tanker. So anyway, maybe not quite as good as the chrome one on my train, but still a very nice set. So probably one you can get for reasonable money nowadays. And I think there's just one more sticker in here, and I can't see it, so maybe it got oh, there it is. Another Octane one, just on a 1x6 brick this time, and that comes from the 4207 City Garage from 2012, which in my opinion is a modular set, but not in anyone else's. I've never seen anyone copy what I've done with it, which is put it in my run of modulars, where I think it looks absolutely perfect, and a lot of people hate. Well, who can help not pleasing all the people all the time. Cool, so that is a really nice haul. Some really good pieces. Well, the main pieces, of course, were for our lovely Space Police flyer. So I'm very happy to have those. I'm ecstatic, actually, that they are all in good condition because, well, there is no one selling alternatives, really. Definitely not with all of them in one place, and definitely not in the UK with the yellow glass. I checked before filming, and basically there aren't any of them available anywhere. So that is excellent. But we've also got loads of parts for little projects, future projects, funny projects, and quite a lot actually for facades as well. So yeah, oh, and some little details for the race scene we've already done. Flyers in the future. Yeah, so really happy with that. Awesome haul. Well, that was a really nice haul, and I didn't even mention the fact that I managed to get 2 of these rather ordinary looking pieces in reddish brown, which are quite hard to find actually, and that's for an upcoming pirate themed build. Yeah, you would have thought that it would be a common piece, but believe me, it isn't. Anyway, as always, thank you very much for watching. It is appreciated. Do remember to like, comment and subscribe for more awesome brick hauls. Do also subscribe to the main Robin Hood Bricks channel if you want to see all of these lovely pieces, including those of the SSP used in future builds. And if you value these channels, there are many ways in which you can support them. Do check out the links in the description below. And next time on the main Robin Hood Bricks channel, we'll be doing Mine Part 3, where I hope to get it finished, incorporated into the city, and including a bit of a big surprise. And then next week we'll be here for another haul, of course. So, until all of that, see you! Thank goodness these parts are all right, though I do need another copy of this one.